Hello, everyone. This is the Magnificent Bastard, and this is episode 12 of View from the Left. So, continuing on the saga of the LA protests against ICE. No, I'm never going to call them a riot. They're defending themselves. Okay, I'm sorry. The people, when an abusive and corrupt government decides they're just going to do anything they want without being bound by rule of law, then the people have the right to defend themselves. And therefore, all they're doing is protesting. And if it gets violent, it's all started. Just remember, it all started by the ICE raids, the illegal ICE raids. Okay, so from here on out, I'm just going to equate ICE agents to Gestapo. Okay, Trump's Gestapo. So that's what if I use Trump's Gestapo, I mean to, because that's who they are. Okay, they're just taking people willy nilly. Now I'm straight with you. Uh, if you you come upon ICE agents wearing masks, say remove your masks, show us a badge, and show us a warrant for what you're doing. If they can do none of those things, then they're kidnapping that person or those people. And therefore, you have a right to defend yourself. Stand your ground. After all, a black child was killed by a guy standing his ground in Florida because he felt threatened. Just feel threatened and stand your ground and take care of business. Because you know what? Us lefties have a right to bear arms too. So, anybody comes over to my house, tries to take something of mine, they're getting their head blown off. That's the way it's going to be. Okay, so do what you have to do to defend yourself. We are in the hundreds of millions. The people in America are in the hundreds of millions. Even in full military, you only have what, 2 million? ICE, FBI, military, National Guard, maybe 2 million. No, if we stand up and fight for our rights, okay, we will win. And here's something that Trump and the DOJ have to remember while they're doing this crap. Okay, they will eventually lose power, and when they do, I will not even vote for a politician if they are not going to try them and convict them of their crimes that they're committing right now. But until then, you have a right to defend yourself, even against the government. So if they don't take off the mask, they don't show a badge, and they don't show a warrant, they are kidnapping people. They're just kidnapping. They're doing nothing more than kidnapping. Now, as for the military, being an ex-military man myself, we all took an oath to defend the Constitution of the United States, not a president, the Constitution. So, if you are military, and the military in the military, you have the right to ignore an illegal order, even if it's the president giving it. Okay, so there is no valid reason for you to back this regime up. Okay, what they are doing is illegal. Therefore, you should not take the command. Now, if you choose to do so, when we try and convict them, okay, we're going to try and convict you because the soldiers in Nuremberg said, I was just taking orders, and they were convicted. It's going to be the same here. It needs to be the same here. So, you have to make a choice, a conscious choice. Are you going to back this illegal regime, or are you going to do the right thing and back the Constitution like you vowed to do when you took the oath? Anyway, I suppose I'm not going to shed a tear for one ICE agent, one Gestapo that is killed conducting a kidnapping. I'm not going to shed one tear. John F. Kennedy said, if you make peaceful protests impossible, you make violent protests inevitable. And it's going to happen if Trump and his regime continues doing what it's doing. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm gonna keep up on this business in L.A. Because the government is turning against the people, and we can't have that. Okay, fight on, comrades.